I'm doing a little bit of a before video here before I get started. I want you all to see. I'm not really quite sure if you can see the magnitude of these scratches on this piece of furniture. I've been using it a little while. I'm not really quite sure how it is, but I actually have two that, are in terrible, terrible shape. And I just want to do a really brief, like a demonstration of this particular product. Please, y'all know this is not a sponsored video at all. This is just a product I've been using for several years, and I wanted to share it with you, hoping maybe it'll save you guys some money, time, energy, effort. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to get started. I think you can see. This is from a cat, I'm pretty sure. Hey y'all, I'm about to get started on this table, this bedside table. I've been using it in my living room den here, and I do want to preface this by saying this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I just wanted to share with you these particular products that I use on anything that I think needs a little love and help, especially if you're renting. Before I moved to the Hollow, just to give you an idea, before I moved to the Hollow, I was in a rental house. The kitchen cabinets, as few as there were very dry, and they were just not that they had been abused, but they had not seen any love. So I got out what I had, and I've had this for years, probably about 7 years now. I got out my Howard's Restore finish. I've got it in walnut and mahogany, and I rubbed those kitchen cabinets, and it didn't make them look brand new, but it put color back into them, because the color had just kind of washed out. They were wood, but the color had just washed out, and it made a huge difference for me anyway. But this table has been scratched. This was my mom's table. I'm not really sure if she had it by her bedside. I think that she probably did. And I come by my love of kitty cats, honestly, because I think they've always had cats or dogs, to some degree here and there. But I just want to show you how to use this. I was reluctant myself to use it exactly how the directions tell you to. And the first time I used it was in a beautiful, beautiful house that we had in Chattanooga. The kitchen cabinets had a little nick here and there, nothing serious, beautiful cabinets. And I'm like, well, I want to make them look even better. And I used those on just incredibly beautiful kitchen cabinets, and it still did just great. It didn't harm the finish. It did not harm the finish at all. But without further ado, I'm going to put on rubber gloves for this, because it seems like it's the right thing to do. As you can see, they're very well used. And what I have here, I've got an assortment of rags and, stuff like that. But to apply this, I think I'm going to use the mahogany. And I'm hoping I can get it open. Oh, yay, thank goodness. Now, it doesn't have like a real strong smell. It's not going to like stay with you for like a really long time, anything like that. So I'm hoping, I think I've kind of gotten tilted down a little bit. My apologies. But I've got 0 steel wool. I know you think, oh my gosh, steel wool on my great grandmother's, whatever, or kitchen cabinets, whatever, kind of little scratches, dicks, nicks, dings, things like that. And I've actually had this pretty much covered with a doily, but I really want to see this cleaned up. And not only will it cover the scratches, but it will, any grease, grime, you know, this is definitely, and all I'm going to do is to put this like this. And I'm not really sure if I need to go like that, but I'm going to just start wiping this on. And it does have an aroma, but it's not going to linger. It will not linger. And, you know, if nothing else, if it doesn't cover up these scratches and stuff, I want this cleaned up. I know my parents had a lot of parties, and there was a lot of people smoking and stuff like that, and I'm, you know, y'all know I'm kind of a fuss budget. But, and get, you know, just some of this grime and whatever else is on here. Set this down. Take an old sock. Just give it a wipe. And just wipe it off. You know, it's not meant to make it shiny or anything like that. It's not meant to make it shiny, but we do kind of want to cover some of these scratches up. And like I said, if nothing else, get it clean. Did I say I was a clean freak? Yeah, I think probably. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, please. I can't bear. But I think that you guys can see, whoops, this looks so much better. I've also got, and they recommend you finish it with the feed and wax. And it's got orange oil in it. That's got to be good, right? I've got another clean rag. It doesn't look clean, but I can tell it's clean. And I'm going to just, if I can. Woo! Okay. Let's get this and just give this a good rub. And it smells really good. It smells like oranges. It smells so good. Turn it over and, you know, just kind of buff it out. And that, oh, you know, if you get right down on it, you can see, especially where some of the deep scratches are. But overall, a huge thumbs up. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to carry on down the legs, the sides. You can see there's some scratches right here. I think you can see this. And, you know, it'll just make me feel a lot better to know that, you know, whatever stickiness or whatever has been on here has been cleaned. And it's just that simple. It's, you know, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but I didn't want to paint these particular side tables. I hope that you give this a try. I believe I bought this, I'm not really sure if I should say, I don't know, at Lowe's. You could probably check out Home Depot too. They carry this, but this, you know, quadruple zero steel wool. Don't be shy about it, because it's not going to hurt it. And feed and wax. Orange smells good. It's all good. Give it a try if you have a piece of furniture that you don't want to paint, but it has a few flaws. Works awesome.